What's going on, YouTube? My name's Adam Watson. So, no, this is not clickbait. So the title of this video is how to move to Alaska for free. In fact, I'll even add to it, how to get paid to move to Alaska. It is not clickbait at all. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. So if you haven't already watched my videos, my name is Adam. I live here in Alaska. I'm a cargo pilot. My wife is a flight attendant. We moved up here from the beautiful state of Montana. I actually miss Montana. I like it better than Alaska. My wife likes it better here. Guess who won? So we're staying for a little bit. We actually consider moving to Mexico part of the time and living up here part of the time. We got a lot of different irons in the fire. I lost my job in 2020 due to COVID-19, and I started going back down to the lower 48 and buying and selling vehicles and pulling them back up here and selling them for a profit. So I started making videos, not trying to be a YouTuber at that particular point. I've actually always had a goal to be a YouTuber in Mexico, and I still do. I got a lot of cool ideas up my sleeve, and I've done a few Mexico videos, but mainly just giving you guys tips. And Canada's been complete communist, so we basically made it one sounding board. I was doing weekly updates for a while, and then it was every other week, and then it was here and there, and I've just been so busy with work and this, that, and the other. It's been a really busy summer for Christina and I both. I love helping people get across. We've helped several hundred people, and it's a really good feeling, and we've not made one penny, not looking to make one penny out of any of this. Hopefully one day when we're in Mexico, we'd love to be professional YouTubers and still do our aviation career, but that's not what we're looking for out of you guys. So my goal is to help everybody come up to this beautiful state and tackle through the crazy Canadian BS, especially if you're unvaccinated, and give those tips out. If you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up. I need that for the algorithm thing. I can't speak tonight. And also, how about hitting the subscribe button and hit the bell, because that way you don't miss any of my videos. I do, anytime something changes that I get information on, like the road closure we had not long ago, when it reopened, I will do a video immediately. I'll stop what I'm doing, and I will do a video immediately and get that information out to you, even if it's not the best video in the world. Tonight, I'm just in my little office, and this is not the best video in the world either. And I'm not even going to edit anything out of it. So, long story short, the title of the video is how to move up here for free, and I'm going to tell you how. I've been getting at this question quite a bit lately, and I thought, why not do a video, help some people? Vehicles sell tremendously higher up here than what they do in the lower 48. Look at the price of U-Haul. U-Haul from wherever you're coming from to Palmer, Alaska, which is where I live. And just look at the price of that. Holy smokes, it's a lot of money. By the time you do that and add the gas and this, that, and the other, it is a pain. And I don't know how many of you have ever ridden in one of those U-Hauls. Christina and I moved ourselves from San Diego. We got stupid, moved to San Diego once for 6 months, and I had a company move me down. Well, we had to move ourselves back, and we got a U-Haul. And oh my God, just from San Diego to Montana, like to beat us to death. It cost us an arm and a leg in gas. It's horrible. So we kind of were stuck with, when I lost my job, we had a bunch of stuff in storage, and I thought, well, I'm retired now. Might as well take this time useful. So I had a bunch of stuff in storage in Montana, because we literally moved up here with 2 Subaru Outbacks and 1 5x8 U-Haul enclosed trailer, and we literally moved. You'd be shocked how much stuff we fit in that, and we moved up here. So in doing so, I flew back down. I bought an enclosed trailer, brand new enclosed trailer in Laurel, Montana at the Laurel Trading Post. And I moved all our stuff up here, and I sold that trailer for $3,000 more than I paid for it, and that paid for my entire trip and put a little money in my pocket. So I was like, it basically really paid for my entire trip. By the time all the dust settled, it really just paid for my entire trip. And gave me a little bit, but not much. So what I would do, I'd like to tell my secrets. So here's what I was doing the second time. So the first time I bought I think it was an 08 or 09 Ford Expedition, in really good shape from a dealership, for $5,000 in Missoula, Montana. And it was great. It had, I don't know, 160,000 miles on it. I went and bought the trailer, so I forgot about that piece of it. I actually sold the Expedition for $2,000 more than I paid for it, and the trailer for $3,000 more than I paid for it. Well, there's a huge used car shortage here in Alaska. I just sold a 2010 Subaru Outback for almost $9,000. It had 200,000 miles on it. So, and that was, today's date is the 17th of August. So that was just a few days ago. So that's pretty current time stuff. So I had several people email me recently saying, hey, didn't you used to move vehicles? They're asking questions. So here's what I used to do. And here's what I recommend you doing if you have plenty of time. What I used to do is I would buy 4 Expeditions and make incredible pull vehicles. It's not something I want to keep. It's horrible on gas. It's just not my thing. I don't want to spend that much gas. But I would buy an older Ford Expedition, around the 08, 09 model. If you do, you want to change the spark plugs. I've learned that the hard way. Those plugs can kind of be tough, but it's doable. Have them done. Some mechanics won't even change them because it's pretty tough. But anyway, I do recommend. I had two different vehicles blow out spark plugs on the way, and now I always just have them changed. So I bought 6 of them all together, 6 different times. So I bought Ford Expedition. So that way to pull, I'd pay cash for all this stuff. I would go to buy a brand new trailer. I bought a brand new trailer in Laurel, Montana. And I would go buy a Subaru, and I'd put a used Subaru inside the trailer, and I'd pull it up, and I'd sell all 3. Always did really well, pretty well. I always said one of the vehicles will pay for your entire trip, and the rest of it is pure cash. Now, if you're moving here to Alaska, you're not going to be able to do all that. You're going to need to fill the trailer up with stuff. You might already have a pool vehicle. I don't know your scenario, but just want to throw that idea out there. That's what I did. I've been getting asked a lot. Hey, what did you do? What did you buy? So enclosed trailers up here sell for a lot. So my recommendation is buy a high ceiling enclosed trailer, and also buy not a toy hauler, but like for the side by sides. That's a big thing up here. I can promise you're going to make $2,000 to $3,000 more than you paid for it, which would pay for your entire trip. It'd pay for all your gas, your lodging, this, that, and the other. Well, this is before the the new Build Back Better scheme that we got going right now. So I think it would pay for your entire trip. If you bought an Expedition, sold it, you would make roughly $3,000 on that, $2,000 to $3,000 on that, $2,000 to $3,000 on the trailer. If you stay strong, I was selling these things within 2 to 3 days of putting them on the market. So I never sat on a vehicle longer than 3 or 4 days. I just got lucky. I sat on one trailer one time for a week, and that was it. But if you get the high ceiling trailers, they bring more money. They can't hardly get them up here. Think about this. Everything has to come on a ship to come up here for the most part. So everything pretty well comes on a ship. So think about that. If they have to pull them up here, it takes a lot of fuel, this, that, and the other. So everything's a lot higher. So if you bring that stuff up here with your stuff, you will be able to sell that trailer or pool vehicle for a premium. What does not sell good up here right now is motorcycles. I'm trying to sell my motorcycle. It already feels like fall here. What does not sell good up here? Do not bring a two-wheel rear-wheel drive truck. Will not sell up here. You're wasting your time and money. If you're from the South like I am, I did live in Montana for 7 years, so I had a head start on this whole winter thing. Don't bring that up here. It's not going to work. It's going to be horrible for you. It's not even going to be safe, in my opinion. It's definitely not going to bring much money. So make sure it's four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and you'll do great. You can make a lot of money selling that kind of stuff, but you at least can pay for your move 100% of the time. Now, to move on, we haven't done a video in over a month, and I promised you a video once a month, and I also promised you one if things were to change. So just to recap the end of this video, I've heard from probably about 12 people, not quite as many, and all 12 of them have made it across. All 12 were unvaccinated. Yes, you heard me right. They were unvaccinated. I'm going to just recap again. I need to put a video together showing like the stops and this, that, and the other. If you guys are wanting a more refreshed update on that again, please put that in the comments. What do you want to see? Put it in the comments, and I'll do it on the next video. I'll at least give you one video a month. And if I have enough comments requesting something, I'll do it before then. Not a problem. But basically, if you're unvaccinated, you just got to prove that you're either moving up here or that you reside up here. So I have recommended a lot of people just fly up here, get a driver's license, get themselves legally established, and then when they go back, they're actually moving home. And our plates are way cheaper up here, and you're not paying sales tax on the vehicle either. So that's a big plus. So I definitely recommend coming up here, getting yourself established, and just move. You're going home. You already have an Alaska driver's license, plates, set and the other. If you don't have that option, some people don't, then just have proof that you're moving up here. You need to have a lease of where you're going or a mortgage. They were requiring, and I think Washington still does, a lot of places, I do recommend Couts or Alberta, Coots, however you say it, Alberta Crossing, just north of Great Falls, Montana, Shelby, Montana. I do recommend being able to prove what you did with your last place. Some agents ask for it, some don't. It's depending on who you get. You can bring fruits and vegetables through. It's not strict like the U.S. is on that crazy stuff. That's another big question that I get. Ammunition, you have to look online. I used to know the amount. I don't remember it. My advice is fly your guns up here. I'm a huge gun lover. I've been in law enforcement 12 years. I absolutely love guns. I'm pro guns. I think you should bring them all. I don't think you should ever be unarmed, personally. The world's crazy. So All that stuff, I recommend is flying them up. Don't even give them a reason to search you. You can bring long guns through. To my knowledge, you cannot bring a handgun through. Make sure you declare it if you're going to do it. Don't bring bear spray. If you're in law enforcement, don't bring your bulletproof vest. Several cops have written me and told me they got in trouble for bringing their vest through. They wouldn't let them through their vests. They wrote them a fine for having pepper spray. You can have bear spray, but not pepper spray. Crazy. I'm telling you, it's just crazy. So anyway, come up here as simple as you can is my advice. Don't give these people any ammunition whatsoever to, I guess, no pun intended, right? Don't give them any ammunition at all to mess with you. Come through, be polite, be respectful. And once you cross the border, they're going to tell you got to pay for gas at the gas pump. You can't go out to eat if you're unvaccinated. All this crazy stuff. Just say, okay, okay, okay. Wear your little, your compliance mask, whatever you want to call it, obedience mask. And, play the game at the border. The minute you cross, the Canadians are amazing people, and no one's going to treat you 1 ounce different. No one knows if you're vaccinated or not. No one cares. They're no longer doing the vaccine card to eat at a restaurant. We were having those talks during some of these videos, but that's no longer happening. So no one cares. Just enjoy yourself. Stay on the route. Don't do dumb stuff. If you're unvaccinated, you don't want to cause attention against yourself, which now no one to know. Don't grab the chairlifted ban if it's not on the way to Alaska. You just truly come to Alaska. But when you get to Grand Prairie, go to Brown Social House, have a beer, enjoy yourself, have a nice meal. You've just had a long day of driving, enjoy yourself. When you get up to Northern Rockies Lodge, my absolute favorite stop, and I don't get any commission whatsoever by recommending these people. It's just an incredible place along the Alaska Highway. They have awesome German beer on tap. It's super cold. I miss beer right now. I'm on like a 90-day fast from beer, and I'm doing keto. I'm trying to get thin. I'm tired of being a fat kid. So I miss beer. Talking about it's making me miss it even more. But anyway, enjoy yourself. Enjoy the trip. It's a trip of a lifetime, so make it that. Don't let these crazy rules ruin your trip. There's people that were literally driving, they were sleeping in their cars. I had someone just the other day say, hey, I'll sleep in my car. I'm like, why would you sleep in your car? Enjoy the trip. So it's a trip of a lifetime. It's worth spending a little money on. That's my 2 cents. All right, if you have any questions, please put those in the comments. Let me know what you want to hear. I'll give it to you. And I'm sorry I've been a little late. I'm 17 days late. I promised you guys a video the first of every month, and I didn't do that. I apologize. I've been working quite a bit. It's always good to hear from you all. My email address, bigSkyBlessing@gmail.com. Shoot me an email with any questions you have. There's a couple of you that asked recently about what I would buy and sell and this, that, and the other, which prompted me to do the video. So if you're one of those people, thanks for your email. I'm sorry I haven't got back to you any sooner. I've been working a ton at work, which is good. I'm building more flight hours. I'll be flying jets before long. All right, thank you so much. Thanks for listening, and if please give me that thumbs up. All right, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thanks.